Good morning, everyone, and thanks again for joining Ryan and I for today's quick demonstration of our latest app, the Screening Aid. Of course, this is in response to the Province of Ontario's requirements for COVID-19 assessments or self-assessments, really, of your employees and your team before they enter the workplace. So a little bit of background on this. We decided to build this for ourselves, being a technology company that ourselves is all about efficiency and automation. And I asked that we put something together for our own internal use. Our great development team managed to put that together quite quickly. And then as word got out very early October, a number of our clients who use us as their full-time IT department asked to be shown this solution and provided some great feedback. So we just improved it even more to the point that we now think it is ready to go, and we'd like to make it available to every organization in Ontario. So here we are today. For those of you joining us a little late on this web-based demonstration today and call, please note we just muted all of you. You should be able to see my screen. If you can't, by all means, use the chat feature to let Ryan know, and he will troubleshoot that and very quickly get you going that you can see my screen. But without further ado, let me get started. The whole point today of the demonstration is one, not only to record this so that we could show this online to others who can't make today's session, but really the guys wanted me to prove how easy it is to use. I don't use this on a daily basis, but I have been in there a few times for my own demonstrations, and they wanted to prove that a new organization could be onboarded in under 10 minutes and trained up and ready to go. So whoever that may be in your organization, that might be you, your office manager that is currently handling all those at the door temperature checks and at the door questionnaires as people kind of make their way back in the office, the plant, whatever your workplace environment is. We can get you working with this, what we think is a more efficient and a safer and convenient solution to handle this temporary requirement, which we hope in a few months won't be any more required by the province. But till then, it's something we need to do, and I hope that this demonstration and this solution assists you going forward. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Maybe shortly too, for those that haven't spoken with me and don't recognize my voice, now that my video is off and you can't see my face anymore. My name is Dominic Connick, and I'm the president of Websdepot Technology Partners. And it is my pleasure to run through this and prove to you if I can use it, well, anyone can, and it certainly will save time. So to get started, you will be visiting, once you're set up as an organization that will be using the Screening Aid, you'll be visiting the website screeningaid.ca. You'll be provided an administrator username and password, and obviously you log in at that point. So I got a username and password that I will enter in here and make sure I can type. Wonderful caching sometimes helps, but make sure you clear that once in a while for security reasons. But let's log in and get started here so I can meet, if I can type, I can meet the 10-minute sort of range that the guys at the office are laughing, saying I won't be able to do it because I talk a little too much. So here we go. I should be able to log in here, and I'm in. So once we provide you that login information, this is the first screen that you will see once you successfully logged into the Screening Aid, and we've kept it as simple as possible, and again as friendly to use as we thought makes sense. And again, thank you, or thanks really to all our clients who already are using this. They've provided some great feedback to make it more obvious in terms of the wording of the buttons and locations, everything. So here we go. So the first section that we're going to ask you to go into when you log in successfully, and it's kind of intuitive, is the company information and scheduling. So this is where you would set up and make Screening Aid your own. So why don't we jump into that section? Again, I hope the layout is very clear and obvious to everyone. The fields I think are self-explanatory. Here you would put your company name. So in our case, we go by Websdepot, not by our full Websdepot Technology Partners Inc. But you can put either or. And what happens with this name, this will show up now as part of the text in the body of the email that goes out on a daily basis to your employees, that with their custom link that they will click on to open their questionnaire daily and fill out those questions that the province requires our staff fill out before they enter the workplace. So that company name will now be in the body of that email, will be in the subject line. It will also be in the text, or I guess in the wording of the SMS message or text that they receive on their smartphone if you choose to text them their custom links on a daily basis instead of sending them via email. So again, very self-explanatory field. This one I'm sure all of you already figured out. Our marketing team did a pretty obvious spot here. We gave ourselves 5 stars for this app. But as you can see, your company logo goes here. Again, now that we have a lot more clients using this, our development team, didn't want to go in and play around with this. Thought that this would be a great thing for it to be self-serve. So you pick obviously your own logo file, whatever that may be, a JPEG, whatever format, photo, whatever you like. It really doesn't matter. And you'll click it and select it, and it will update up here with your company logo. And this is what your team will see when they open that daily link. They'll actually see the logo, and then below it all the questions that the province wants them to submit on a daily basis. The real fun part, and the part that actually saves us time, and why I wanted this application built for us originally, before even our clients got wind of it, was this section here. We're big on automation, in case I'm repeating myself, but efficiency is something we take very seriously as a technology company. And here you would effectively very easily select, what days of the week you want that custom link hitting all the employees that you will set up, and request those questionnaires to be filled out on a daily basis. Very easily set up the time. So if you want it going out maybe 7 a.m. on a morning, and let's say you do have people coming into the office or the plant on a Saturday, you also need that questionnaire to hit them on a Saturday. So there you go, you've added Saturday, and you're going to hit update. So that's it, you're done. Your company's now set up. You've scheduled that automated portion of the sort of email or text message to hit them with their custom link and their questionnaire on a daily basis. You've put in your company name, you've put in your logo, you're all set. So now the next important part is to add employees. So we're going to go to the add employee section or button, and I guess a very self-explanatory again and easy to use. When you log in for the first time, this will be blank with the exception of sort of the office manager admin that I am logged in as right now. So this will be the person who is doing, again, those sort of assessments at the door now, or remotely in some fashion, whatever it may be. You will see yourself listed there, but everything else will be blank. The only time it will not be blank is, let's say you have 100 employees, thousands of employees, and you want us to pre-populate this. You certainly can provide us with a spreadsheet with first name, last name, email address. If you want to send that notification and custom link for the questionnaire to your employee to their smartphone via text as well, then obviously provide us the text message, the cell phone as well. So we can pre-populate that. But in most cases, you'll come in here, you will see just the user that you logged in as, and that is the administrator. So to create a new employee, you'll click on this very obvious button, new employee. And here's where you will fill out whatever name you want. So here I will just fill that out as myself using Cash again. Now I am creating an employee named Dominic Connick. I've put in his email address, and I want to decide now, do I send this daily scheduled notification asking him to fill out the questionnaire before coming in via email, or to his mobile and his smartphone. So in my case, I want this Dominic person to receive this notification via email every morning. and I don't need to send that to his cell phone because, well, he doesn't want to provide his cell phone maybe, or whatever it is that he just checks email way too often, and I know he will see this on a daily basis at 7 a.m. in the morning. Very quick thing here as well is the type of user. So I am setting this employee Dominic Connick as a regular user, meaning that he will be receiving daily those messages. He is active, so I want him receiving those messages. You can change it to inactive if, for example, you have an employee that is no longer part of your team, or is been terminated or quit, whatever the reason is, you would mark them inactive and they will no longer receive any notifications via email or mobile, regardless, even if they said yes to both or you set them up as yes to both. But we don't delete any employees in the solution, as the whole idea is that you can go back in time, and when they were your employee, you can see what did they answer, were they healthy, were they all cleared to come into the workplace. So this is a new employee that I'm setting up, Dominic here. Obviously I want him active. He's a regular employee. I'm not making him an administrator like the office manager. Regular users cannot log into this and manage or do anything. So he's just a regular employee who will receive a daily email, in this case, from the screening aid. I hit save, and I will now be taken back to sort of the screen where he should be listed, and there he is. So there's our new employee, Dominic Connick. He's been added. Again, we left his mobile number blank. He is yes to send to email, no to mobile. He's active. He's a regular user. If I ever need to go back and edit, oops, typo, I forgot an uppercase, lowercase, whatever it may be, here it is, that I would do it. But for now, that is fine. Let's hit back. I didn't really make a change here. And you'll see the little envelope here. So that little envelope is, I am a new employee. So Dominic was just set up today, and he wasn't part of the 7 a.m. Mass send out of notifications or text, and he's just set up. But I need him still to fill out today's questionnaire. So I will hit this little envelope here, and it's going to send him an email. If it was set to send to mobile, yes as well, and I would click on the little envelope here. It would send a text and an email with the custom link for him to answer his questionnaire. So let me just click on that, and boom, there it tells you that the message has been sent out to him, and I can expect him to be responding to that shortly, as he does check his email way too often. A couple things on this sort of employee listing screen. Yes, you can sort by email address, makes it easier for you, by name, by status, but a majority of your folks here will be regular, as in they don't log in and manage anything in the screening aid app. That would be left to the administrator. You may have 1, 2, or 3 administrators. That really is up to you as an internal policy. The last little section I'm going to mention, for some of you that may not want to have automated daily timed notifications being sent out to your staff, you can certainly go back to the company setup. You can remove all these days, and then nothing will go out on an automated basis. And on a daily basis, or whenever you need it sent out, you can come in here and send it out manually to everyone. And you can select, do I want it to go out to mobile and email? Do I want it just sent out to the folks that are set up for mobile only? And if you hit send questions to all employees, boom, they're all going to get their custom link with the ability to fill out that daily questionnaire. So you can do this for all your staff, 100, 10, 20, whatever it is, manually as well, if you don't want that automated scheduled method. The only thing is you're obviously logging into the screening aid app on a daily basis. Again, if you just want to send it or resend it to someone who's maybe not responding, or saying that it got stuck in their spam, can you send it again? Again, this little envelope will send to whatever is marked as yes. You send to mobile or to email. All right, let's go back and go to the section that I think once you've set up your company, you've scheduled everything, you've added all your employees, you've configured them to be sent to mobile or sent via email, whatever the case is. This is where you will be working in as the screening aid administrator on a daily basis. It's the employee response listing. We gave it a nice Websdepot blue because, hey, this is where our administrator kind of comes in on a daily basis and monitors this, and we really enjoy this blue color. So click on that and off we go. Here we are in the daily listing, and this is where sort of the meat and potatoes of the solution are. Very obvious, I hope, to all of you as well. Employee name, mobile number. Are we sending to them through text? Are we sending to them via email, email address? And then sent date time. So in our case, if we are sending them on a scheduled basis, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, as you can see. And here's a couple that got sent out manually to some new folks that got maybe set up or the message was resent to. Now, we color coded this a bit to make it really obvious. And the real obvious one that you want to look for are two colors. One is gray. It's unanswered. So yeah, that's me. This is the Dominic Connick person that we set up earlier, and we just sent him a notification with his link to fill that out, and I will fill that out shortly as I'm speaking to you, and you can see this change color and get updated to the proper cleared status. But most days you will see everything will be sort of white, and you're looking for a status of cleared, meaning that they answered no to all those province of Ontario questions, as in, do you have a cough? Do you have a fever? Have you traveled outside of Canada in the last 14 days? All those questions that I will show you later on. But if it says cleared, you're good. You're fine. Nothing for your eyeballs to spend time on. The one that you do want to look for in this listing, and you can again sort by whatever you like here. You can sort by unanswered, you can sort by cleared. The one that we care about most is not cleared, and another really quick way to sort by that is our search field here. You can just put not, and all of a sudden I'm sorting by the word not, and the only one that hasn't cleared is our friend Doug Ford. He's part of the team in helping us test our screening aid solution. So he must have answered yes to having a fever, and therefore he is not cleared to come into the workplace, but it looks like he is not planning to come into the workplace anyhow, which is great. So again, the ones that you should see on a most consistent basis is this beautiful green, that it's all cleared, all to go. These are folks that maybe are planning to come into the office, as Keanu Reeves here is planning to come in, looks like today, and he's planning to enter the workplace, and he's cleared to come in. The rest are not planning to come in, but they are cleared to come in should that change. So in our case, when we were testing this, we're assuming these are work from home employees, but we are still sending out this daily screening aid to even our work from home employees in case in the future they may visit a client. We have a pretty good history of their status in terms of answering that province mandated questionnaire. So again, the one that you want to look for and really pay attention to is the gray one. It is unanswered. So Dominic has not responded. So we're not sure if he's coming in today, and we're not sure if he's cleared to come in today or not cleared, which would be marked as red had he responded. So why don't I fill that out? You're not gonna see my mouse for a second. I'm gonna flip over to a second screen, and I'm just gonna fill out that questionnaire, grab my link, my custom link from the email that was sent to me when we set up Dominic Connick. And let me very quickly just open a new tab here, paste that in. That link, obviously they click on that link from their text message on their smartphone, or they click on that link in their email and they'll open in their browser, whatever the case is. But this is what they will see on their smartphone. I could resize the screen if necessary. But these are the mandated sort of province of Ontario questions. So in my case, no, 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 no. I've memorized these questions, and we find that people are filling this out in about 5-10 seconds, which is great. And then no, and no. And in my case, yes, I am planning to come into the workplace. I am in the workplace today. I'm recording this video and doing this demonstration for all of you with Ryan, obviously. So yes, I'm intending to come in, and I'm hitting submit. And this is all your staff will do on a daily basis. They're going to get a custom a link that pertains to them. It does not have any information about them, obviously. Here's my company logo, so I know it's something that I'm filling out for my employer. And I've said no, 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 no across the board. And yes, I'm intending to come in today to the workplace. So that lets me sort later on by that. So great, it's been done. Here I get the nice message saying thank you for filling this out. You're cleared to come into the workplace if you're intending to do so. Obviously, maintain your social distancing, wear a mask, whatever your safety protocols are at your workplace. So when we return back to this screen, as you can see, it already changed. It's no longer gray like here, and it does not say unanswered. It now says cleared. So see that Dominic is now cleared. We can see when he replied, which was at 11 o'clock, 10 minutes after 11 o'clock, and we sent him that notification at 11:02, so it means 8 minutes later. He answers. So his response time is very good. I like to see that. At Websdepot, we want to make sure our response time is great to all your support requirements. But certainly, you want to make sure that your team is filling this out before they're coming into the office. Now, one very quick thing to show you as well. You can see my name is highlighted here, so I can click on that and very quickly, just as an administrator, have a look, just to see what was answered. So in case that's red, for example, not cleared, you can have a look and say, hey, he said yes to the cough. And you might want to follow up on that. What we've added as well as a comment section. That was thank you again to our clients for some feedback on that. We've had situations where people said, hey, we meant to say that, no, we're not coming into the workplace, or hey, in error, I said that, I have a cough today. So you can put a message, actually has a cough, whatever it may be, and you can update that, and that will now be in the notes. To look at just the notes really quickly is this icon here, notes. What a lot of our clients are using this for as well is they're having this self-assessment filled out obviously easily by their team on their smartphones in the morning before they come in. And when they come in, the administrator is in this whole employee listing screen and is simply clicking on the notes button. As you can see, there's my note that I put earlier, but this would be blank if this was a new one today and we had no notes for them. And they are putting their temperature results here if you are doing that as part of your safety protocols at the office or at the plant. So, you do something like temp, okay, whatever you want to track, you can use that in that manner. So again, incorporating our sort of self-assessment that is done before arriving at the workplace and incorporating that into the assessment that maybe you are now doing at the workplace, which includes taking temperature. So you can update that and go temp OK, and you have a record of that as well. Now, a lot of our clients are not doing that. They're using this simply just to assess as step one, should the person even be stepping foot into the office or whatever it may be, wherever your workplace is. And once they're cleared and are stepping into the office, then your current protocols kick in. You still may be doing your own questionnaire at the front desk and temperature checks. That really is up to you, but we're happy to work with you on that if you want some maybe more automation in that process. But this is how we are handling this in our office, and our clients have incorporated and are now successfully using it for the last, I would say, 2.5, 3 weeks now. And we're very happy to offer this solution to everyone else in Ontario very quickly and easily. So I don't know if I met 10 minutes there. I probably did not. And our team will have a good chuckle about that. But that in a nutshell is our COVID-19 screening aid, which I hope you find useful. Again, very easy to sort on a daily basis. You will most likely be playing on this screen and sort of making sure that everyone has answered, which is the big one. So here I have at the bottom, Keanu Reeves has not answered on that day. You will find the first day or two before word gets out that you have the solution and have implemented this for your team. A lot of them may ignore that first day of text messages or email, so you'll have a few grays. But as days continue, you should have pretty much everything cleared and no unanswered. If you have any unanswered and they say they didn't get the text, you can always go back to this wonderful Send Daily Screenings screen and simply just hit the envelope and resend that text or email to that particular employee. Again, if you want to just resend to everyone for whatever reason, because the automated time was too early in the day, you can do that through this mechanism here as well. But that in a nutshell really is our COVID-19 screening app. I hope you found this useful. And if you do require any more information, we're going to hang on at the end of this session to answer any sort of questions. Ryan and I are happy to answer them. But again, thank you so much. We're going to end the recording now and unmute all of you as we are eager to hear your opinions and get your feedback. And please don't hesitate to reach out should other questions come to mind even after the demo is long done. We're very happy to answer that and see how we can help you during what is definitely a challenging time for all employers and organizations in Ontario. Thanks again on behalf of Ryan and I. Really appreciate you spending your lunch with us talking about our screening aid web app. Take care.